More work being done on the old Philco. Good evening, YouTube. Here back with you on this Friday, 7:15 now in the evening. I came back in here and did a couple of things. First off, I did the removal of the battery wire. As like I said, you could see this is the wire had popped out completely of that, and then I'm never going to use that, so don't have to worry about that. I watched Bill's videos on this and really couldn't tell from those which of the tubes were actually bad. I think he said some were good, some were bad. So, you know, I thought, well, okay. Best thing to do is to test them myself, which I have done. And I found, according to my night tube tester, that the 1T4, which I marked on there so I wouldn't forget which one it is very, very weak. It starts out in the good, but if you hold it for any length of time on the test position, it goes over to the replace. So we're going to call that one needing replaced. So that's for that one. Now the other one that's bad, this is bad, R1R5. The test, you don't get any reading at all, and that usually indicates a bad filament, which I did check with the ohm meter between 1 and 7, and there is no continuity, so there is no filament lighting up inside of it. So it's obviously bad. Now, the 1U4 that was not supposed to be there, says 1U5, tests good, but I'm going to go ahead and replace it with a 1T4. I think you can use this for a 1T4, but I think I want the original tubes. So basically I'm going to get two 1T4s and the 1R5, which is 3 tubes, and the 117Z3. So it's 4 altogether. Now this 3Q5 tested fine, way up in the good category, so no sense in replacing that. Like I said, it you know, 4 tubes, what I figure it's going to take, so I'm going to go ahead and order those. Check out Bob Dubush and see if I can get them there. I'm hoping I can anyway. I don't really have a means other than calling, and I don't like doing that. I may use Tube Depot if I can't figure out an easy way to order from Bob Dubush. I know he takes fax, but I don't really have an easy way to fax anything to him. I could email. I don't know that he does that, but I'll have to check a little further. But if nothing else, I found the same tubes, fairly good price, NOS tubes on Tube Depot, and I may just go ahead and order from there. But at least now I have a list that I need, and I can go ahead and proceed to order those. So that's it so far. I haven't really done much of anything. I did find a replacement cap for the volume control, the 0.01 that would be put on. Still up in the air on replacing that resistor as far as taking the old one out. I think it would work a lot better probably if I just left it in. I have double checked it, and there is absolutely shows open between the two 875 ohm positions. And now I did also check on the I know I've done this before. Now I don't know what the deal is, but I did check the 60 ohm fusible link, and now it checks 100 at 120. So not really sure why. I'm gonna have to investigate that further, but I know I checked it once before and it checked exactly at 60 ohms. So, you know, I'll double check that. Again, I say I removed the battery connection, and I'm thinking very seriously about removing the, let's see, 1U4, it was good. I've got these mixed up again. 1T4 and 1R5. Okay, there they are. Keep them off the side, but I'm really seriously thinking about taking this AC-DC battery switch out completely. If I can figure out how to wire it without that switch in there. These are nothing but trouble 9 times out of 10, and I do believe Bill was right. I think when the back closes, it pushes down on that and makes it contact. So if you don't have a battery, if you don't have the battery pack in there, it doesn't do it. I don't know exactly how it works, but it's to me, like I said, if you're not going to have a battery ever in it, why have the switch? So I may go ahead and look into replacing that and getting that out of there. All this stuff gets stuff out of the way, makes it easier to work on, and that's my goal here. Like I said, I think all these volume control wires are going to work. I know I don't have them wired in there, but I did, you know, this. Let's see, this resistor here, which is I don't know which one it is on there, but it's a 470 ohm resistor. It goes from the volume control, from the low side of the volume control, to the tube down here. Then it goes over here to a 2.2 mega ohm resistor on another tube. I think that's just a tie point there on this tube. I don't think there's any connection there for that tube. But anyway, that is measuring almost 2,000 ohms. So that's going to be replaced. Now the old dog bone, the red, what was it? Red, purple, the 2.7, or the 270 ohm, that's what it was. It measures right on the money, so I can't even find it now. Oh, there it is, sticking up. But yeah, it measures right on the money, so I'm not going to worry about that one. It will reach over here. It ties to that too, and the 470 goes over here, and we'll put that in. And I've got one out there on the bench right there, so that goes there. The other thing is, the only thing that ties to the middle is the capacitor here. And that, as I thought before, goes right here to this one, to the high side of the volume control, and that will be easy enough to wire in. So I think what I'm going to go ahead and do is get this all wired in, and get this wired up, or get this volume or switch, AC/DC battery switch out of here, and, you know, like I said, wire it up direct to where it will work without that. And that's the next step I want to do. Now, like I say again about this thing here, if I use these here, it will work just fine, I think. Tie my one resistor here, one resistor here, and that should give me, I just got to double check this resistance between here and the other end of that, which is I believe the rectifier tube. But I got to check that. Like I said, it did measure 120, but I may have been doing something wrong. So here's one of our filter lead. You remember I changed the orange for a pink on the filter cap itself. So that's where it will connect. I believe this is a brown here, and that's where it will connect. I'll have to track down the other two. But the black connects here, I think. Yeah, here it is, right, sticking up right there. So that's it, and that's where it can. Now this probably will be the last thing I put in, because there's just too much to work on down in here. I want to get that done first. Any of these caps can be replaced fairly easily. I will go ahead and do those. And, oh yeah, here's the red one. That's the other connection for that cap. So that's it right there. So all those are available easily to get to, and I can just put some shrink tubing over it, and then those will be fine. And like I said, this needs to be changed out, and while I can do it easily. So like I said, that's our course of action. Like I say, next thing I'm going to do is order the tubes, get that coming in and ready to go. And then I think I may go ahead and do a little bit more work in here on this, and see what I come up with. But I am getting things done. I just wanted to let you guys know that I am working on it, Bill. So anyway, like I say, I've got my tube list and everything ready to go. I want to get that done, ordered, and get these tubes so I can get this thing working. You guys have a great day. Thanks for watching. See you later.